right, thumbs up all around means match begins in 3, 2, 1, go. All 4 robots making some type of movement in this autonomous period. Fear the Gear and Autonomous we've seen repeatedly now, successfully getting that sample into the high basket. I'm Not a Robot doing the same thing for the Red Alliance. Going to head over and try to get into that observation zone next to their teammate, and they do so successfully. 13 seconds still remaining in the autonomous period. Fear the Gear's code taking full advantage of that time, grabbing all 3 neutral samples from the floor and getting all of them into that high basket. Teams are allowed the option of preloading their robot with 1 sample at the beginning of the match, meaning that the Blue Alliance has 4 samples in that high basket. Heliop has begun, so drivers are now in control of their robots for the remainder of the match. Stempocalypse for the Blue Alliance, specimen in hand, lining up. Red Alliance, Green Eggs in program, getting a specimen onto that high chamber, just as Stempocalypse does as well. Fear the Gear running specimens samples back and forth from the submersible to their basket. Green Eggs in program hanging a second specimen onto that high chamber. I'm Not a Robot trying to grab one of the neutral specimens from the floor if they can. Just under a minute and a half remaining, back and forth. Fear the Gear continues to grab those samples from the floor. Apocalypse awakened, another specimen in hand, lining up with the high chamber, getting that one successfully in there. I'm Not a Robot, very smooth transition there to drop that sample into their high basket. Specimen on the floor in the observation zone, waiting for the Red Alliance Green Eggs in program to pick it up, and they do so successfully. Lots of communication happening between team members here as they try to get those specimens onto the high chamber. Just under a minute remaining in the match. I'm Not a Robot going for a high basket sample, falls into the low basket, still worth more points than the net zone located on the floor. 40 seconds remaining in the match, teams deciding what they're going to do. Fear the Gear grabbing one more sample, lining themselves up with that high basket. Their teammates trying to grab a specimen from the observation zone. Red Alliance currently having 5 specimens on that high chamber. Blue Alliance now adding a 4th. Just under 30 seconds remaining in the match. One more sample heading into that top in from the Blue Alliance from Fear the Gear, successfully getting in there. Their teammate Stempocalypse lining up with that low rung. One more specimen placed from Green Eggs in program, deciding what to do with the remaining 10 seconds. 2 blue robots up in the air. Red Alliance choosing to park themselves in the ascension zone as time runs out. All teams have set their controllers down and hit